Greetings, peace be with you. So in this video, I'm going to be revealing to you the cold truth about semen retention attraction. Okay, first and foremost, if you're trying to get attraction, then you've already lost the game. Okay, what if you could make the switch from trying to get attraction to being attractive? And that is something that happens when you practice retaining your life force energy. Okay, what does it mean to be attractive? So to be attractive is to be the magnet, right? Is to be the prize. It's to be the one who is investing in himself, to be the one who the girl would be lucky to be in a relationship with, because you have invested in yourself, because you are growing, because you are improving, rather than going through the path of manipulation and going telling these stories and playing a part that doesn't truly express who you are, and trying to go through this process of seduction whereby it's like you're getting more investment from the girl than you like the girl, and then you're getting investment from her through these manipulation tactics and stuff like that. And this is something that I definitely went through myself when I was embarrassed to talk to girls and shy and introverted. Then I was into the pickup community. If you haven't heard about it, there was like RSD, Real Social Dynamics, and a bunch of people that I connected with through that community. And I learned a lot, to say the least. Okay, I learned a lot, because the first pillar of attraction comes down to social status. Okay, what social status? It's the way that other people treat you, it's the way that you treat other people, and more important than anything else is the way that you treat yourself. And the biggest secret is that the world will accept whatever judgment that you place on yourself. Okay, write that down. The world will accept whatever judgment that you place on yourself. Okay, the way that you treat yourself is the most important thing. And if you invest in yourself, in your growth, in your improvement, if you're investing in the habits that allow you to level up, if you are practicing the retention of your life force energy, then you become naturally attractive. Okay, social status and the exhibition of it really comes down to the way that you carry yourself, your body language. And understand that the mind affects the body and the body affects the mind. Okay, when you see someone who's depressed, when you see someone who's anxious and shy, their body language is going to be compressed, right? They're not taking up space or anything like that. But if that same person, you tell them, okay, open up, scream, shout, get your voice out there, right? Carry yourself, put your shoulders up, like just go crazy, right? Get loose. Then that person's physiology will affect their psychology in that moment. So you can literally hack the way that you feel in the moment by hacking your body language. Okay, and of course that's a quick hack, but that is not a replacement for when you invest in yourself and you truly have that relationship with yourself. Why does semen retention cause more attraction from women? Okay, because I'm saying it's not something that should be the focus. The focus should be your own personal evolution, your own growth, your own improvement, your own leveling up. And as a result of that, you become the magnet that is attractive. You are the prize rather than chasing someone else, right? Because it's like crazy to think about that. The more that we chase something, the more it implies that that thing is running away. The more that we put the girl on a pedestal, the more that we grow the distance between her. She's the prize, right? I'm saying that semen retention is what allows you to use your energy to invest in yourself, in your own growth, in your own development, so that you become the prize. Okay, so the first pillar of attraction is really social status, and the way that you treat yourself is the most important thing at the end of the day. And if you tell yourself that I'm going to do something and you do it, that is what adds up, and that is what allows you to vibe at that frequency of confidence. Okay, we're going to be diving into confidence coming up as well. Okay, so the first pillar of attraction is really social status. All right, the way that other people treat you, the way that you treat other people, and the way that you treat yourself. And it really starts with the golden rule: the way that you treat others. If you want respect, be respectful of other people, right? Whatever it is that you seek, be the source of it. Okay, this is a universal principle that will totally change everything for you, right? If you're seeking love, be the source of it, because that sends a signal to the universe that you have more than enough of it to actually give away, right? You don't have much, go and give to someone who has less than you, and you will notice that your frequency instantly changes. Okay, that is so powerful that I really want this to sink in. Okay, whatever it is that you seek, become the source of it. Okay, if you seek love, become the source of it. If you seek affection, be the source of it. If you seek abundance, help someone else get abundance, right? Zig Ziglar has a great quote that I've shared on this channel before. You can have anything that you want in your life if you help enough other people get what they want, okay? So that's really the first pillar of attraction. Now, the second pillar is that of physical assertiveness, right? You have to, like, once you have that status established, then it's about expressing your interest in the girl, right? Expressing that physical assertiveness where that you're making the move, right? And it's better to make the move and get rejected than to not make the move and just sit there wondering, okay? Because you have to be able to get into it. And like, what she finds attractive is that you find her attractive, right? It ends up becoming a turn on when you end up investing in there. And I'm sharing these things right now after being a monk for like a year. So if it resonates with you, that's cool, okay? But if it doesn't, then you don't have to take my advice for it. Just take someone else's advice. But I'm just sharing with you what I believe to be true, okay? Nothing that I share in any of my videos, yeah, I should have said this disclaimer before, but nothing I share in any of my videos is true, at least not true for you. I'm just speaking based on my own experience, and if it resonates with you, that's great. If it doesn't, that's also great, right? You are obviously entitled to your own opinion, but just make sure that you are forming it through the lens of experience rather than what you have been fed, right? So attraction, the two pillars are perceived social status and physical assertiveness, right? You are actually able to communicate that you are attracted to her, right? Now, at the end of the day, it comes down to confidence, right? If there's one thing that allows us to achieve anything in any area of our life, it's confidence. And what is true confidence? It is when you are more invested in your opinion of yourself than you are in other people's opinion of yourself. And where does that come from? That comes from investing in yourself, okay? The best thing you can do if you want to increase your value is invest in yourself. You invest the time into growing, into developing. You invest into your own personal development by investing in courses, by investing in programs that allow you to just continuously grow and improve, because you are your most important resource, okay? Semen retention is not about doing something to get something else. It's about becoming the type of person that is worthy, deserving, and capable of the thing that you seek to create in your life, okay? It's a subtle nuance over here, but it changes everything. Just the way that we even use our words. Oh, semen retention, I want to get more attraction. But what you really want to do is be more attractive, okay? And that comes through the lens of true confidence, right? I've shared this in a different video as well, but true confidence just comes from keeping commitments to yourself. It goes back to the first point, whereby you treat yourself with all due respect. Do you treat yourself with all due respect? Do you behave in ways that allow you to express the highest version of yourself? Or do you treat yourself in ways whereby you deprive yourself of the energy that is needed to level up in your life, okay? Like, at the end of the day, man, like, this topic triggers people. They're like, yo, you're gonna get prostate cancer, you're gonna do this, right? And there is some truth to that, okay? Because if you do not adequately learn how to channel that energy throughout your energy centers of your body, I've made another video on that as well, then that energy gets trapped in your lower chakras. And when it does, then that energy ends up not having a place to move, right? Energy needs to be moving, it needs to be fluctuating, it needs to be flowing. And if it's not, then it gets trapped. And if it gets trapped is when the dangerous side effects can occur, okay? I made a different video on this. You can look it up on this channel, the primary danger of semen retention, right? So we have the being attractive, we have the true confidence, which is a result of keeping commitments to yourself, treating yourself with all due respect. And then it really comes down to the dance of vulnerability and how that relates to courage, okay? You have to be willing to be vulnerable, right? If you see someone attractive, like, the more that the situation is risky, like if you see someone at the grocery store and you go open up a conversation, and even if you don't feel like you have the skills or the conversation, even though you don't know what to say, you just open up the conversation, that exhibits courage, okay? And this took me a long time to understand, but vulnerability and courage are two sides of the same coin, right? When you are courageous is when you are vulnerable. And when you are vulnerable, it's because you don't think that rejection means anything, right? Because look, I remember that I used to be really scared of rejection. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get rejected. I have to like play into these pickup lines and just say some stuff that would, question, like not allow her to reject me or something like that. But it's like, if you're bold and you make the move and you're clear in your intent, then that's when you're attracted, because you go for what you want, right? You go for what you want in life. And that just sends a very, very powerful signal, because it's like you are comfortable with who you are. You don't need someone else's approval for knowing your own worth. You do what you are here to do. You have your intention that's pure, right? You know that this person is someone that you want to get to know further, but you come at it through the lens of not like, oh, how can I get her attraction, but it's like, oh, I wonder how she is like. I wonder where this can go. I wonder if we have that dynamic. I wonder if she's a cool person. It's more about assessing whether you are a good fit, right? It's more about the communication, the honest expression of who you are, rather than manipulation through pickup lines, through tactics, right? Because this is something that I experienced, like at one point when I was in university, I was living with my buddy who was deep into pickup, right? Like, when I say deep, I mean that he was keeping spreadsheets of each and every single girl that he was with and going out every single night. He was a professional poker player, and all he would do is play poker in the morning and then swipe on Tinder all day and then go out at night as well. So, I mean, at that point, like, my perception is that there was something going on. And at the backdrop of his own situation, whereby there might have been a wound that was attempting to be filled from the outside. But I don't want to pass no more judgments over here. But I'm saying is that when you are at that deficiency frequency, right, like you're trying to get something, it means that you are not whole. And when you are not whole, then you will attract someone else who is not whole. And then there's two people coming together whereby you're trying to fill each other's emotional voids, and then that never lasts, right? It's just one night stand after one night stand, as was evidenced in the situation that I saw with him, right? So it's not about the tactics, it's not about the manipulation, it's about being honest in your expression so that you can actually attract someone who is in resonance with that expression. And that only comes when you are in alignment with your thoughts, your words, and your behaviors, right? So semen retention is a practice that allows us to cultivate the energy to invest in ourselves, so that we can level up, so that we have the confidence, so that we become attractive rather than getting attraction. Okay, so that is my view on this whole topic. If it resonates with you, that's great. Let me know in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't already. But with that being said, I will leave you in the peace and power of the one infinite creator, and I will catch you in the next video.